I'm going to be showing you how to plan your irrigation system. For the first part, you're going to need a few different tools. I've got my bucket, a tape measure, a ruler, a pencil, my phone, and also some grid paper to plan my garden. Now I use this as a 1 centimetre square equals 1 metre in my garden. So the first step in planning your irrigation system is to first of all measure your garden. Simply just measure by the metre and pop it down in your grid paper, remembering that 1 square equals 1 metre in your garden. Now, when drawing your map, make sure you put in any obstacles, such as here I've put in a tree which is in the middle of the lawn. This will help you better plan out your irrigation system. Now that I've written down and taken measurements, I can now plan how many metres of polytube I'm going to need to lay my irrigation system. At this point in time, depending on the plants you have, you can decide if you want to put in pop-up sprinklers, a drip line system, or sprayers, depending on the different plants that you do have in your garden bed. These can now be pinpointed on your map if you like, but first you must always measure water flow. We do a flow rate test to determine what sprinklers or pop-ups or different drippers we need to use for our garden. So we need to measure the pressure of our water. The way we do this is we need to grab a simple 9 litre bucket and also a timer. With this one I'm using the timer on my phone. The equation you would use to measure your maximum flow pressure in your garden is to simply measure the amount of litres that your bucket or watering can is. So in this case it would be 9 litres. You need to then divide that by the amount of seconds it takes to fill the bucket. You then need to times that by 60, which is the amount of seconds in a minute, and that will work out your maximum flow rate per minute. Now that you've drawn up your garden, you've measured and you've also done your water flow test, you're now ready to start installing your irrigation system.